Here we have a package that was mailed in from Garden City, New York. After software update to 13.4, the iPad Pro 9.7 inch no longer able to charge. Now the iPad is no more battery, has no more battery power, and only shows the battery charging icon when power button is pressed. Okay. Customer mailed it like this, original box and a brown box. Looks like this iPad belongs to a company. The first thing I want to do is use the Tristar tester to test the charging port and to test if we have a good Tristar and good charging circuit. So plug the Tristar meter at the charging port and test. Fail. So we have a fail. Let me go under the microscope so we can read what the tester is telling us. Check Tristar. So it's the Tristar IC. Let's click on more. Look at this. Fail, fail, fail. The only thing that passed is PP5V0 USB. So we have a bad Tristar, and that's what we will be changing. This has nothing to do with the software update. Probably the user was using a non-Apple cable or a non-MFI certified cable, and as a result the Tristar went bad. So the first thing we're gonna do is pry the screen open, and there's always a risk that something may go wrong when prying the screen open, but we have to do it, and I'm so used to doing it, we should not have any problems. I safely removed the screen, and let's locate the Tristar chip. What I did is I removed the black shield that goes on top here and the LCD plate that goes on top of the LCD flex cables. Disconnected the battery, and it's that tiny little chip right over here. And pin number 1 is on the bottom left, as I have the iPad oriented with the battery on the bottom. Let's go ahead and remove the chip. The Tristar chip is out. Let's apply the solder and mix it with unleaded. That way we lower the melting temperature of those solder balls that's on the pads. And then we're gonna be using our hot tweezers along with a wick to wick off all the solder. I showed this technique in an older video where I was trying to see if it's possible to wick solder balls off pads, and it worked. I think by far the hardest Tristar I've worked on was the one from the iPad Air. You can check the previous video we did, I think a couple of videos back. And we just want to tap on those pads. Let's get rid of the glare. Very nice. And now where the magic happens, we're gonna use our hot tweezers along with a piece of wick. But before I do so, let me clean up this layer of flux and apply a new layer. The reason we are changing the Tristar chip now is because the Tristar tester confirmed that we have a problem with the Tristar chip. We did not listen to what the customer said. The customer thinks the reason his iPad broke is because he didn't update version 13.4. That's not the case. Fume extractor. We do not want to smell that stuff. Awesome. And we're gonna grab a chip. If you recall, pin number 1 is on the bottom left with the orientation that I currently have the iPad on the bench now. Battery is on the bottom. Sometimes we get an iPad that has a missing component. Maybe somebody was working on it and they knocked off a component. We do not have a circuit diagram for this iPad. What I do is I go to my previous videos where I've worked in a similar area and I start to look at the components. Oh, this is a capacitor. Oh, this is a filter. Oh, this is... And I start to figure things out. Like today, we got an iPad. This iPad, it came in locally. The lady took it somewhere to replace the screen and the tablet stopped working. And this is the iPad Pro 10.5 inch, and as you can see, it's a brand new screen. So this morning I opened it and I looked at the FEC connectors area. Let me show you. It looks like there's something missing here. I do not know what that component is. I do not have a circuit diagram to locate that component, and I still do not know what that component is. I went to my previous videos to see what that component is. Is it a filter? Is it a capacitor? Is it something else? I still do not know what that component is. So I located one of our videos and I see that this one is a chip. I do not know what kind of chip it is. I need to do more research to figure this out. But right now the lady has a missing component here. I do not know the job of the component, but I'm gonna figure it out. FEC connector looks good, looks okay. And now we get into more problems. This FEC connector does not look too good from here. I do not know if this pin is making a connection. It looks broken from here. So we're gonna have to change this FEC connector. And we're gonna most definitely have to change this FEC connector because look at this, it's broken. And not only that, the brand new screen that was put on the tablet also has bad FEC connectors. The connector was pushed in the wrong way or it was forced in, and look at this. Look at this, we have a missing pin here. I do not know what's going on here. That's one of them. And that's the other one. And this one I straightened out a bit. I was trying to make out what's going on. And the third one also has damage. And the fourth one also have damage. So right now what we have to do is we need to change 6 FEC connectors. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 on the tablet. And after we change the FEC connectors, we do not know if there's any backlight issues, if there's any blown filters, if there's any blown diodes. And the diodes on this tablet, the backlight diodes are right here. One, and there's one on the top here. But what does this component do? I do not know. If somebody can point it out, that would be great. But I have no idea what this component is, and I never had to change this component before. I was going to do this repair today, but the other one I'm working on is more urgent, and this one will be done in another video. Let me put it on the side and continue what we are doing. Solder the new Tristar chip on this tablet. So let's apply Flux. Just like that. It should be like this. Bottom left. I'm gonna lower airspeed a bit. Okay, just hold it lightly until I apply some hot air, and then let it go. Okay, that's it. The job is done. Let's wait until it cools down a bit, clean it, and we can test. The Tristar chip is soldered on nicely. So far so good. It's going fast, which means passed. It's a pass. Look at this. So problem is fixed. Pass. Okay, battery is not connected. It's telling us to check battery because I have the battery disconnected, but everything is good. Awesome. Now if we go to more, let's look at this. Everything pass. And tablet should work. Let's go ahead and test it together. I do not know if the battery is charged. If not, then we're gonna have to wait a couple of minutes until it does. But we should be able to tell if everything is okay. Nothing showed up, which is an indication that the battery is dead. Let me grab the amp meter and the charger. Plug it to our power bank here. This is our amp meter. And let's see. Okay, tablet is being charged at 0.97 amps. This is the battery sign right here. And we just have to wait and see if it will charge. Okay, after this call. Okay, and 10 minutes later, tablet is working. Disconnect the cable, reconnect, and everything is perfect. We're gonna assemble this. It's not gonna be done today. I'm going home right now. I'll invoice the customer and ship it out tomorrow. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you have any questions, and we'll do something else in the next video.